Hello, audience. You have found a secret path to Joel Adventures, where I, the Joel, lead you on perilous journeys through adventure and role-playing games. And we return once more to Final Fantasy, where I've leveled up twice, and am now going to kick the butt of the Ice Cave. In its butt. The Ice Cave has many threats, some of which you saw in a prior video, in which I died a lot, just for your amusement. Were you amused? I leveled up off-screen. Did you care? Did it bother you? Let me know. Give me a comment. I love comments. Post them. Post them at the bottom of this video. Be like, hey, don't level up off-screen. That's not cool. Or, dude, totally level up off-screen. It's so annoying. Oh yeah, killing wizards. They're not nearly as difficult as they used to be, but you can't run from them at any point, because they used to be bosses. Do some healing. I'm thinking maybe in later episodes I'll edit out the healing. I don't know. How do you feel about that? I'm thinking maybe about editing out repeat fights. If I fight the same group of bad guys more than once in an episode, cut it out. You know? Make it quicker. You want to see me fight all the bad guys? Yeah, let me know. So here we are, killing more wizards. Yeah, they still hit kinda... No, they don't hit hard at all. They hit my other guys hard, but not my fighters. Let's see here. So there's a lot of different dangerous things you got to worry about in this place. Now we got cockatrices that can turn you to stone. Sorcerers that have built into their physical attack an instant death, which doesn't always work, but when it does, it's pretty annoying. You've got mages and fighters who know the rub ability, similar to what Astos uses. Frost dragons, which hit every person in your party with ice, which is pretty annoying. It's pretty strong. And you can't even run from them either, the ice dragons. Pain in the butt. So this place is pretty straightforward to get through, though. I mean, it's a little confusing at first. Like, this first room here is linear. You just go right through it. Next room's like a big square. It's linear, too. Do a little healing here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we gotta heal up the monk. One more. Perfect. Okay. So, yeah, this room, there's nothing down there. Don't worry about that. There we go. So this room is just a big box. You either go down and left or left and down. Either way, you get to the same place, the bottom left corner. Nothing to find. Nothing exciting. Just go through it. Got some wraiths. Compared to some of the other guys around here, these guys are nothing. There's a few other enemies in here that show up from time to time, but compared to the other guys, they're nothing special. These guys stun you. Compared to instant death and stone, that's not a very big deal. Even in large numbers, they're not a threat to my current party. When we were in here before, we were lower level, it might have been an issue, but at this point, nah. We're tough. We got this. Got the power. Yeah, we got some specters. Pretty much the same thing as the wraiths. Yeah, not very impressive compared to the really dangerous stuff in here. So, if you dig this video, watching me go through the ice cave and get my airship, give it a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe. I like subscribers. And you can come over to my Facebook page at I'm the Joel on Facebook. Just search for it. You know, same way as it's spelled here. And you can like that and get my updates. I always post something when I make a new video, or if I find a cool video game related video, or something I just think is cool, I'll put it up there, and you can see it on your Facebook. I also have a Twitter. You can follow it over at I'm a Joel, IMAJOEL. I do some more healing here. Tedious. And you can follow me there. I tweet about my videos and about other things that I think are interesting. It's usually where most of my content is. A bulk of my thoughts end up there, and then it's filtered slightly for Facebook, and then a bit more for here. Oh, we got a big group. We got these guys, though. Not a problem. So, this ice cave, this area of the game is kind of non-linear. There's different ways you can go through this area. You can go to the volcano, the ice cave, or the Castle of Ordeals in any order. I kind of prefer to do the ice cave first, just so I can go and do the class change as soon as possible. Theoretically, you have to do both the ice cave and the Castle of Ordeals before you can do it. I just prefer to do the ice cave first because it's such a pain. Maybe doing the Castle of Ordeals first is better, since this area is so hard, maybe the level ups from there would actually have helped me out. I don't know. This feels weird going in there without the airship. But it's actually kind of a shortcut to go by boat. You can just take your boat to a river outlet, and then you're pretty much right there. If you go by airship, you have to land on a patch of grass, which is rather far away, and then walk. And the enemies there are pretty strong, so... Well, maybe that's what I should have done. Well, too late now, right? Maybe if I do that second playthrough I was thinking about doing, I could do it then. I was going to get some wizards together and do like an all-wizard group. It would have been pretty cool, I think. To do like red mage, black mage, white mage, but that would only be strong early game, so I was thinking of doing like red mage, white mage, white mage. Just so I'd have one of each and good offense. I think that'd be pretty cool. Would you guys like to see another Final Fantasy series after this one? Would you like to see me play through the same game again? Or maybe another Final Fantasy? Let me know. Say so in the comments. I want to know how you feel. Yeah, we killed us some more undeads. Take that. Let's see. More healing. This place is so dangerous. I'm just healing after every fight. Later on, I'll get stronger and won't have to heal quite so often. More like every other fight. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Drink your juice. Drink your juice, boys. You can get big and strong. So we're closing in on where it stops being linear. After all this, we're finally closing in on some choices. So right over here we have 3 treasure chests. The one on the right has cloth in it and is protected by a really powerful mage group. You don't have to bother with that. It's a cloth. You buy it at the store for 10 gil. Not worth the effort. Or gold or whatever. Now we're going to kill him. Forget running away. We got this guy. His instant death attack is powerful, but there's only one of them. We could take him. The treasure chest on the left in this room has the flame sword, and there's nobody protecting it. It's a little bit more powerful than pretty much any weapon you can have for your warrior at this point. Just a little bit, but it's worth it. Here we go. See? No instant fights. Now at this point, the only choice you really have is to fall in a hole. You're gonna have to come back here later, but in order to do so properly, you have to fall in here from above onto the space where that center chest is. That's where you want to be. But unfortunately, let me just equip this. Attack 40. Okay, with it equipped, it is 43. See? 3 points better. Not a huge difference, but every bit counts, right? So we fall down just any hole, we end up here. We're going to be back here later. You step off from that space to leave, you get into this fight. 9 undead guys. If you have a wizard group and you have Harm 2 or Fire 2 or Fire 3, this group's no problem. Even with a group of fighters like mine, it's not a huge deal. You just gotta work your way through it. You might get a lot of guys stunned and then it would slow you down. Ultimately, it's just a time sink. If you're strong enough to get through this area, this fight is not one that's going to be too huge an issue. Yeah, we're one-hit killsing most of these guys here. That's a word, right? Killsing? I'll make it to word. To the Urban Dictionary! No, not really. Don't punch them all in their faces. Faces in their faces. And then stab them in their... Wait, they're ghosts. How do you even kill a ghost anyway? I mean, how does a sword injure a ghost? I guess it must be like a light warrior thing. They have like goodness infusing all their attacks to destroy these evil foes, whether they're corporeal or not. In later Final Fantasies, the ghosts would face the other way. The ghosts would be all like, "You can look at my back, son. You don't get to see my face." I remember the first one I played that had the backwards facing ghost was Final Fantasy VI. I was like, why are those ghosts looking away from me? Never really didn't understand it. I think it's a Japanese thing. I'm not sure. Maybe ghosts, maybe they're lost. Maybe it's because ghosts are always looking back on where they were before. They're all about the past. Because they have no future. They're ghosts. I don't know. Sounds like I should have done some research. Now, these ghosts don't face backwards, so I don't feel obliged. Yeah, we killed them! We killed those guys, and then we leveled up a whole lot to level 16. We're gonna get some hit points and some luck up, and then we're gonna beat these guys. I don't know. Not very good. I'm a beautiful singer. It's just sucking through these healing potions. Oh, man. This is gonna be a tight fit as far as healing potions go. At least later on, our fighter and our thief will learn some healing spells when we get the class change. Right now, we're entirely dependent on our healing potion supply. Okay, these gray things on the ground that are different than the other gray things hurt you. Ow, 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 ow. Like a point of damage every step. Cool thing is you can't get attacked when you step on them. Frost dragons! Oh, God. So, the physical attacks aren't too strong, but if they ice you, it can be really annoying. I forget what it's called, like Ice Storm or something. Hopefully we can kill them before they pull that off. Oh, not getting very good hits in. Come on, guys. I'm not sure if the Fire Sword actually does more damage against ice. Ow, Blizzard. That's what it's called. Look at that. Over 100 points of damage to each guy. He'd kill some of my guys if he hit me with that twice. Fortunately, we killed one of them, and... Oh, he used a physical attack, and it missed. Nice. We got him. We got him. There we go. Okay, so this room has some cool items in it. It has some mithril gloves and some ice armor. You can get us the ice armor, and we're going to equip it, because it's a little bit better than what we have. Current absorb 38, evade 37. Let's equip it onto our front guy because he needs that defense. And now it's absorb 48, evade 50. A little bit better, just a little bit. And it doesn't actually. Wait, does it actually protect? I forget. Man, I know that certain weapons don't work, but I wonder if the armors do. I think it protects you a little bit against ice attacks, which is pretty good because we're in the ice place. And I don't think fire attacks do more damage when you have it equipped, though. It doesn't work that way around. Later Final Fantasies did that, where if you're wearing the ice armor, fire attacks hurt you more. Very annoying. Okay. And gauntlets. Do we need the gauntlets? No, we're not going to get them, because you can just buy them in the store. Okay. There we go. So to the right is nothing. To the left over here is nothing. Down here, oh, another frost dragon. Just one. We got this. There we go. I like the sprite for the dragons. They look almost insect-like, but not quite. I can see that being like a Pokemon from like the early generation. That'd be a cool Pokemon. I'd catch it. I'd be like, I choose you, Frosty. Alright. Oh man, he almost killed my monk. Why'd you almost kill my monk? Okay, do some healing. I think half this episode is going to be spent drinking potions, or heals. They call them potions in later versions. Okay, alright, yeah. Everybody gets some hit points. We're down to like 30 healing potions already. Ah, man, this is gonna be rough. Like it's doable at this level. I'm not so sure now. Like, this could be tight. We might lose somebody in this just to make it through. I don't know. We're almost there though. I mean, we're really close. There we go. There we go. Okay, and one more. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Now, to the left and right in this room, there's nothing in those lighter gray areas. Don't bother. But here to the left is a room with a whole bunch of treasure in it, with a whole bunch of gold. That's it, just gold. You can get gold from fights, so if you're not doing so well and you're low on potions like I am, you can skip it. Like I am. A lot of gold, though. Good amount. Okay, here we go. Now in this room, we got some treasure chests. And more monsters. You just can't get away from the monsters in this game. It's like it's the core gameplay or something. Kill you. And your friend. And his buddy. But ow, no, I was doing a thing. Okay. Come on, guys, get with it. Get with the killing. So, in the near future, we're going to get some items that allow us to use magic without any magic points. But I think we have to have them equipped, though. And one of them is the Zeus gauntlets, which is pretty cool. That'll allow us to do, like, Lit 2, or Lightning 2, or Thundaga, or whatever. Healing potion, great. Against the whole group, and you just use it from the item menu. 10,000 gold, nice. And I think I'm gonna give it to my thief, even if he's a ninja, whatever. It's like he's my weakest attacker, and he's always gonna be. So hey, why not make him a group killer? You know, make him knock out the wimpy groups as we're exploring. More wizards, man. These guys never give up. And they look just like Mind Flayers from D&D, otherwise known as Illithids. Although Illithids have kind of mauve skin, as they describe it, which is kind of like a light purple, kind of a periwinkle, but not quite so blue, a little bit redder. Almost like the color of the background for the ice area there that's up above us. That shows that we're in an icy area. A little bit less blue, though, more red. But very, very flat, very, very pastel. And they are dangerous in D&D. I mean, they'll mess you up and, you know, like pull all the good stuff out of your brain and turn you into a slave. Or as they call it, a thrall. There we go. That's only if you're worth it. I mean, if you suck, they'll just kill you straight up. They don't care. Okay, we have some treasure chests. Hey, yeah, gotta heal more. Oh, no, a little bit of healing. Want to stay at the top of our game because this area is dangerous. A lot of people consider this to actually be the most difficult dungeon in the game, at least for the time period that you take it on. I mean, yeah, if you came back at level 50, it wouldn't be that difficult. Okay, we got tent, we got some money, 9,500, not so bad, and, dang it, piece of armor, my inventory's full. You know, there's a trick where you can have your monk with no armor on, and he has the amount of absorb equal to his level. I think I'm going to take advantage of that in future videos so that we can pick up armor. Ice shield, nice, slight improvement. And what you do, the only trick though is there's a glitch to it, that if you don't go and look at your armor every time you level up, the game forgets to use your evade as your defense, as your absorb. So, like, or is it, no, your level. I think it's your level becomes your absorb when you're a monk and you have no armor on. But if you don't go and check your armor every time you level up, the game forgets, and then your defense goes down to like 2 or whatever it would be normally. Aye! This guy's a mini-boss. He's not really very strong, but he does have instant death attacks like that. Jerk. But yeah, there, dead. Over-leveling. It made this possible. Yeah, he's not the most difficult part of this. It's surviving. People actually come back here later on in the game to level up. They'll fight the eye over and over again. Just walk off the square and back on again to fight him over and over. We didn't even get hurt. Just a little bit of healing. Okay, so now we fall in one of the holes, and we have to go through that whole cycle of rooms again to get out of here. So we gotta fight this group again, this big group of undeads. They're a little different this time, but nothing challenging. Just wipe them out. I was thinking that rub ability it's kind of a weird thing. You know, it's like, I guess the idea the translators had was that it rubs you out of existence. Kind of like you're being erased by a pencil, you're being rubbed out. Like a mafia guy would say, you're being rubbed out, rub them out. But to me, it's like, are they massaging me to death? You know, they rubbing me gently and somehow causing my death? I like to think that maybe this guy has like an instant death touch, like Astos and the fighters and mages. All they have to do is glancingly touch you to kill you, so a slight rub is all it takes to instantly cause you death. But either way, it's a weird name for an ability that's so very powerful. You know, instantly kills you if it hits. That's pretty rough for something with such a silly name as Rub. You know? It's like, oh no, this boss, he has the power of Tickle. It kills 2 of your guys. But it's called Tickle. Yeah, but it kills you. Yeah, but it's called Tickle. Yeah. I had 2 guys stunned. This is gonna take forever. I think I should just start beatboxing. But I won't, because I'm not very good at it. There we go. Okay, we only got 1 guy stunned now. It's not so bad. Kill him. My monk is just doing ridiculous amounts of damage. He's at 229 on that guy. Nice. Come on, guys. Step up your game. Monk's getting ahead of you in power. He's not even using a weapon. That 75. Lame. Oh, dang it. Wrong target. Okay. 182. Okay, fighter. Okay. Joel the fighter. You're cool still. Alright, so yeah, we gotta go through this whole room again. And then the next room again. But instead of going in the room with the 3 treasure chests that had the tent and the ice shield and the money, we're gonna go to the right of it, because there's some stairs there that'll take us out. And we're just gonna avoid everything else in this room. Ah, dang it. Another frost dragon. Run away! Oh yeah, frost dragon! We don't have the healing potions. Oh, darn it! The whole point was to avoid Blizzard. Oh, then we run away. Great. And we gotta heal some more. We got, like, no healing potions left. Come on. Oh, this is pure pain. Come on. We gotta get out of here. We got it. We got the floater. We can be free, and we can all survive. That's what we want, right? There we go. Healing. Oh, we're almost out. Gotta keep the strong. Yeah, these guys are the ones who are gonna take the most hits, so we need to heal them. If the other guys get hit, they're gonna be in trouble. I don't know. We just gotta run away from everything that we can. We are coming close to death. Okay, more damage. Great. That's what we need. Here we go. We can make it. Forget you, money. We can be free. Oh man, there's no way we're gonna get out of here without getting in a couple more fights. Ah, yeah. Arbone. Well, I don't think these guys are that strong. I'm gonna take them out instead of running away, because I haven't fought any of them yet in this episode. Arbone. They're like a stronger version of the earlier Bones. I think there was actually a group that you could fight in like the Chaos Dungeon or Chaos Temple that was like you know, like 1 R bone and like 2 bones. It's like really wimpy guys, but one stronger one at the time. But now he's like his own guy. They did that a lot in this game. You'd have like 1 Gur imp with 2 imps, and then later on you'd fight nothing but Gur imps. And then 1 Gur wolf with like 5 regular wolves, and then later on you just fought a bunch of Gur wolves. And then after that you fight a bunch of Gur wolves and 1 werewolf, or whatever they call the werewolf. Okay, no treasure, no treasure. Okay, we're gonna go up and over to the stairwell, and then we'll be free! Oh no! Darn it. Cockatrices. Ah, jeez. These guys turn you to stone if they hit you, so we're gonna target them first. Get them out of here. Mummies, I think, put you to sleep. They're not as big a deal. But if they put you to sleep while you're trying to fight some cockatrices, there might be a problem. Dang it. You guys, come on. I'm trying to look like I know what I'm doing here. Okay, here we go. Taking them out, taking them out. There we go. Getting them in 1 hit each. That's good. Get them out of here, because we do not want them hitting us. There we go. Just everybody hit the cockatrice. You know, 2 guys. That's 2 guys should be overkill. We got him. Yeah. Whew. I did not want to have to record another episode where I just die, because I want to live. Mummies look like they're just kind of hanging out. Just like kneeling, like, hey, what's up? Just chilling here on the block, you know. Hey, why are you attacking this guy? We're just hanging out here. Look kind of like they're wearing sunglasses. Maybe they're not really mummies. Maybe they're like lepers. They're just hanging out in this dungeon because, you know, society has ostracized them because they don't understand. Now they're mummies. Alright, we're free, I think. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, so, wait. Yeah, okay. I was thinking about healing, but I got, like, no potions. I got, like, 1 or 2 or something. Okay, we're free. What we're gonna do now, I'm gonna, I have no healing potion. I'm gonna use, cabin? Tent? Yeah, cabin. That'll heal us up. There we go, that's better. Okay. So, yeah, let's save. Okay, I'm frazzled. That dungeon's scary, man. Okay, here we go. So, what we're gonna do now is get into a fight. Some wolves. Great. No. They're so weak, they're not even worth fighting anymore for the experience or the money. Just wasting my time, wolves. Okay. So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go back to Crescent Lake Town and buy a bunch of potions and go to the inn. But I'm gonna do that off camera, because you guys don't need to see that. I'm gonna like cut the video right when I get to port, and then cut it back in as soon as I get back to the port, and then we'll continue on about our merry way. Hydras! These guys are actually worth some pretty good experience. All these river monsters, they're a pretty fair fight. Because we're kind of leveled up, they're not such a big threat, but they're worth fighting. You know, okay money, okay experience at this point. So we don't have to skip them. I might. I don't know. Like, now that we were able to use a cabin, our health is pretty good, and nothing around here on the outer world is dangerous enough to screw us up before we can get back to a... Oh. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, we'll fight. It's just 1. We can get him one round. But yeah, we're gonna go back to Crescent Town. I'm gonna cut it out, because it's just gonna be me buying potions. I've been to Crescent Town before. You've seen it. Nothing exciting. And then, we're gonna take the floater that we got from the eye, and we're gonna go do it. We're gonna get ourselves a flying boat. Yeah. Because when I think of wooden helicopters, I think of those in the shape of a boat. I think it has a sail on it, so I guess the helicopters just let you get up and you ride on the winds? I'm not sure. Airships are always a bit confusing to me. And in this one, the airship doesn't go on the water. It only can land on land. In later ones, they had airships that could go in the water and fly. Then they had, I think in Final Fantasy III, they had an airship that could go in the water, but not land on land. You had to land it in water. And then they later upgraded it so you could land on land. I think. Final Fantasy III was kind of confusing, like the actual Final Fantasy III. Interesting story about Final Fantasy III. It was programmed in America. Nasser, the programmer that programmed Final Fantasies 1, 2, and 3, he got deported around the time they were working on Final Fantasy II. And what happened was his work visa ran out, and he had to go back to America. He was a dual American-Iraqi citizen, I think, if I remember correctly. And he had to finish up his work on Final Fantasy II in America. They had to ship the whole team over there. And then Final Fantasy III was made entirely in America, in the San Francisco area. And the funny thing was, that one never came to America until the DS version, which was so radically different from the original that only just kind of resembles the original. I played the original translated ROM of it, and it plays quite a bit different from the DS version. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be talking now. Hold on, I'm gonna go buy some potions. Alright, and we're back. I bought a whole bunch of potions. It was very boring. You've seen me buy potions before. I can reference you to the videos where I was doing it. It was exactly like that. And we're just gonna run away from these fights out here, because there's nothing worth it. It'll just be a waste of time to kill these guys. Like, 2 EXP. Wow. Yeah, we've reached that point in the game where it's like, just run away. Not worth it. So, there's a guy you can talk to in Elf Town that'll tell you about a mysterious dungeon to the south of Crescent Lake. And I'm not gonna go talk to him, because I already know where to go. Oh, how did you guys get a preemptive attack on me? I'm busy. Okay. My story, Nasser. He got deported when he was working on Final Fantasy II, so all of Final Fantasy III was made in America. All of it. The actual Final Fantasy III, not the one for the Super Nintendo. And, it's kind of a funny story, since that one didn't come out in America until like 20 years after, and even then it wasn't really, River. Yeah, okay. And then it wasn't even like a real version. It's like a remake, because they couldn't emulate it right or something. Okay, so we got our floater. If you don't use it in the desert, nothing. If you use it in the desert, nothing happens. A mysterious rock. Use it in the desert, and the airship begins to rise from the desert. In later versions, you get a cool animation. I think this one's an okay animation. Just kind of, just blinks into view. Airship! Yeah! That was it. We got our airship. We can fly now. So with that, I'll say, this leg of our adventure is drawn to a close. Rest well for our audience, while we need all of our hit points for the next exciting episode of Joel Adventures.